bit of an idea. I'm not sure if it's a little bit ambitious, but I think I'll just try and give it a go anyway. So I think I'd like to make a sign to go outside the workshop. And the way it's going to be, we're going to have this saw. Obviously I'm going to cut it out of wood, and this is going to act as a bracket that's going to go against the wall like that, and then dangling down from there is going to be a circular piece of wood with my logo carved onto it. It sounds really ambitious, but I think we've really just got to see how it turns out, so let's get making. I started by taking a pencil and just drawing round my template that I cut out. Then I could use a couple of different types of saw to cut out the shape. So here I'm just using my coping saw to get the intricate handle shape just cut out. And then a little bit later on you are going to see me using my tenon saw like I am here, but for some of the longer cuts I did need to go and reach for a slightly more aggressive saw, so I'm just using my panel saw here. I'm now going to flatten one edge of the saw. So I started off with a plane, then I used a rasp, and then I finished just with a cabinet file. Here I'm just marking out all of the cuts that I'm going to have to make to form the teeth. And really this part of the project was one of the longest parts, and honestly it did get a bit tedious and it felt like a very monotonous task really. But I think it has definitely helped to make the piece of wood kind of look like a saw, if you know what I mean. So here is what it looks like with all the teeth. And I just gave the whole thing a quick sand down. To form the handle, I just slotted in my coping saw blade, but obviously I did have to drill 2 holes so that the blade could fit into the handle, and then I just cleaned up that cut with a cabinet file, a flat one. I've got a big piece of pine board here, and I'm going to use this to put my carving on. So here I'm just marking out the piece that I want, and then I will cut this out once again using my panel saw. I marked out a centre point and then a circle using a compass. Then I could start and essentially just cut out a very rough shape with the jigsaw. So I've just finished using the jigsaw on this, and it does look circular, but it's definitely not a perfect circle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the faceplate from my lathe, attach a block of wood to that using screws, and then hot glue this onto that block of wood, turn it on the lathe to be a perfect circle, and then I think we can start on the carving. I didn't actually hot glue the blank to the faceplate. I just decided to put in some short screws, and that really worked very well, and I'm just using the rough and gouge to get this blank round. I also used my ball gouge for a little while, but I just found the rough and gouge to be a bit quicker. So now I have a near perfect circle, which is absolutely fantastic. So in a wee while I am going to get started on the carving. Essentially what I'm going to do, I'm going to carve the Design, Create, Innovate logo onto this, and then I'm going to use the saw sort of as a bracket there, and that's going to stick out from the wall. But I'm conscious that this video is starting to get a little bit long, so what I'm going to do I'm going to do the carving in my next video. So to make sure that you don't miss that, be sure to click that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss that video when it comes out. As ever, thank you so much for watching this video. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you on my next one.